Marty McFly and Dr. Emmett Brown and Jennifer Parker and Biff Tannen and all that. So for all you Back to the Future enthusiasts and fans out there, today in this video I have got a special video for y'all. So y'all are familiar with the Back to the Future time machine, DeLorean, the DMC-12 from 1981. Um, Today in this video, that's exactly what I'm doing. So today in this video, I'll be talking to you all about the DeLorean time machine from Back to the Future. So from the Back to the Future franchise, this is going to be awesome. So I've been obsessed with this franchise for a long time. Like since it first came out, like I didn't know it was out until like I was around over 10 years old. That's when I knew about the movie. Well, probably like 8, 9 years old, I knew about this movie long ago. And what really caught my attention was the time machine. Like it was so cool with all those features and like the way the doors like sound. Like literally like the way that doors sound. It's just like it, it's just cool, like the way those doors sound. Like the way they sound is just super cool. Like I can't do it properly. Here's how it sounds. This is cool. Like, listen. It's just so cool, like how it sounds like in the movie. It's just awesome. So today in this video, I'll be talking to you all about the Back to the Future time machine. So before I start, make sure you all like the video, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think, hit the notification bell. So hit that notification bell and hit all so you're alerted when I make the uploads. All right. So without any further ado, let's get started. Here we go. So the DeLorean time machine from Back to the Future. Here we go. In the Back to the Future franchise, the DeLorean time machine is a time travel vehicle constructed from a retrofitted DeLorean DMC or DMC-12. DeLorean DMC-12. So from a retrofitted DMC-12 DeLorean, its time travel ability is derived from the flux capacitor. Flux capacitor, a component that from the flux capacitor, a component that allows the car to travel to either the past or the future, though not through space. Thank God for that. This occurs when the car accelerates to 88 miles an hour and requires 1.21 gigawatts of electricity. So 1.21 gigawatts of electricity. Alright, so the publisher appearances in the first movie, Back to the Future, Part 1, 1985. Created by both Robert Zemeckis and Bob Gale. Its genre is science fiction. Now we got in-universe information. Type is a time machine. The function is allows the occupants to travel through time. So travel through time along with the car. The affiliation is both Marty McFly, played by Michael J. Fox, who apparently has Parkinson's disease. So he retired completely from doing acting. And then Dr. Emmett Brown, played by Christopher Lloyd. In 2021, the time machine was added. So it was added to the Library of Congress's National Historic Vehicle Register. Now we got Operation. So we got Operation. Here we go. The control of the time machine is the same in all three movies. So first one from 1985, second one from 1985, second one from 1989, and the third one from the year 1990. So the control of the time machine is the same in all three movies. So in all three films, the operator is seated inside the DeLorean, except the first time when the remote control is used. Those with Einstein in the car, and turns on the time circuits by using a handle near the gear selector, activating a unit containing multiple 14 and 7 segment displays that show the destination. So destination red, present, green, and last departed. Yellow, date, so date and times. The red one tells you where you're gonna go. The top one tells you where you're gonna go. The middle one tells you where you are at the moment, and the bottom one tells you where you were, like where you've been to before. So the control of the time machine is the same in all three movies. The operator is seated inside the DeLorean, except the first time when the remote control is used with Einstein, and turns on the time circuits by turning a handle near the gear selector. So turning a handle near the gear stick, activating a unit containing multiple 14 and 7 segment displays that show the destination in red, present green, and last departed yellow dates and times. After entering a target date with the keypad inside the DeLorean. So inside the DeLorean, the operator accelerates the car to 142 kilometers an hour, which, yep, if you know your logic, it's 88 miles an hour. which activates the flux capacitor. So the flux capacitor, as it accelerates, several coils around the body glow blue and white, while a burst of light appears in front of it, surrounded by an electric current similar to a Tesla coil. seconds later, leaving a pair of fiery tire tracks. A digital speedometer is attached to the dashboard so that the operator can accurately gauge the car's speed. Various proposals have been brought forth in the past by fans of the movie franchise for why the car had to be moving at 88 miles an hour to achieve temporal displacement, but actually, the production crew chose the velocity simply because they liked how it looked on the speedometer modified for the movie. The actual speedometer on the production DeLorean's dashboard only goes up to 85 miles an hour, and the car itself was criticized for being underpowered, so it being down on power. Observers outside the car scene see an implosion of plasma, like physics. Say implosion of physics as the vehicle disappears, leaving behind a trail of fire aligned with the DeLorean's tires, which can also appear in midair with occupants. While occupants within the car see a quick flash of lights and instantaneously arrive at the target time in the same spatial. I can't really pronounce this word. In the same
spatial.
In the same spatial. So spatial location. So spatial location relative to the Earth, as when it departed. In the destination time, immediately before the car's arrival, three large and loud flashes occur at the point. Occur at the point from which the car emerges from its time travel. After the trip, the exterior of the DeLorean is extremely cold, and frost forms from atmospheric moisture. All of the car's body, vents on the back, heats the car after time travel. The DeLorean suffers assorted malfunctions and damage over the course of the trilogy. In the first film, the car had starter problems and has a hard time restarting once stopped, much to Marty's, played by Michael J. Fox's, repeated frustration. It was because the DeLorean ran out of gas or plutonium. In the second film, when it switches from plutonium to Mr. Fusion, the destination time display malfunctions and begins to show a series of random dates, causing Doc to be sent back to 1885, when the DeLorean is struck by lightning with him inside. In the third and final film, we'll never know if there will be a fourth one, but there's rumors suggesting it will happen. Who knows? So in the third film, a note left Doc's 1885 self reveals that the DeLorean's flying circuits added by him in 2015, because in 2015 were destroyed by the lightning strike. After Marty travels back to 1885, so to 1885, the year the car was being made. Really electric and requires a power input of 1.21 gigawatts, which is a crazy, colossal power output of. You might want to hold your breath for this because you might lose it. Because this power output is insane, of approximately 1 million. So 1,620,000 horsepower. So 1.62 million. So 1.62 million horsepower. To operate, originally provided by a plutonium fueled nuclear reactor. 1,620,000 horsepower. That's rocket power territory. That's like going out of this, out of like the Milky Way solar system and into another like planet or dimension. What? That's nuts. Go with that kind of power up, I would literally die instantly with that amount of power. Just be dead like a disintegrated beer can almost. Like I don't know what to say like that. I don't know what to say like that. Power up was just insane. So 1,620,000 horsepower. So 1.62 million, or just 1,620,000 horsepower. To operate, originally provided by a plutonium-fueled nuclear reactor in the first film, following Marty's accidental trip from 1985 to 1955. So 30 years behind. Doc has no access to plutonium in 1955. So he outfits the car with a large pole and hook in order to channel the power of a lightning bolt into the flux capacitor and send Morty back to 1985. During Doc's first visit to 2015, he has the time machine refitted to fly in addition to standard road driving. He then replaces the nuclear reactor with a Mr. Fusion generator that uses garbage as fuel. That's one of my favorite parts where he says, roads, where we're going, we don't need roads. That was a bit of a terrible impression, but nah, it's alright. I don't know. So, during Doc's first visit to 2015, he has the time machine refitted to fly in addition to standard road driving, and he replaces the nuclear reactor with a Mr. Fusion generator that uses garbage as fuel. Although the Mr. Fusion unit provides the required although the Mr. basically like ripped the fuel line, and the fuel was just gushing out of it, like leaking out. After he and Doc patched it, patched it up, they attempted to use whiskey as a replacement fuel since commercial gasoline is not yet available at that time period in 1885. The test fails, damaging the car's fuel injection manifold and leaving it unable to travel under its own power. So like the fuel injection manifold just blew apart because it can't really cope with that amount, how strong that amount of alcohol it really like consume, or any liquid basically, as for fuel. So the test fails, damaging the car's fuel injection manifold and leaving it unable to travel under its own power. Doc and Marty consider options to reach the required 88 miles an hour. Say 88 miles an hour. such as pulling it with horses, which fails because the car barely breaks 30 miles an hour, with 6 horses pulling the car, and ultimately settle on pushing the car with a steam locomotive. They replace the DeLorean's standard wheels with a set designed to mate with train wheels. So basically it started off with the standard DMC 12 wheels, then it went with white wall wheels, and then it went with railroad wheels instead for the tracks. Say they replaced the DeLorean's standard. So they replaced the DeLorean's standard wheels with a set designed to mate with train rails. For the extra power needed to push it up to speed, Doc adds his own version of Presto logs, a chemically treated mixture of both pressed wood and anthracite. For those who don't know what anthracite is, I got it right here. Anthracite, also known as hard coal, A.K.A. hard coal, and black coal, is a hard compact variety of coal that has a submetallic luster. I can't pronounce the name. Luster. I can't pronounce it. It's spelled L-U-S-T-R-E. It has the highest carbon content, the fewest impurities, and the highest energy density of all types of coal, and is the highest ranking of coals. The coal region of northeastern Pennsylvania in the U.S. has the largest known deposits of anthracite coal in the world, with an estimated reserve of 7 billion short tons. So 7 billion short tons. China accounts for the majority of global production. Other producers include Russia, Ukraine, North Korea, South Africa, Vietnam, Australia, Canada, and the US. Total production in 2020 was 615 million tons. Anthracite is the most metamorphosed type of coal, but still represents low-grade metamorphism, in which the carbon 11%. So it's an 11% difference there. The term is applied to those varieties of coal which don't give off tarry or other hydrocarbon vapors when heated below their points of ignition. Anthracite is different to ignite. Well, not different, sorry. Not different. Anthracite is difficult to ignite. So it's difficult, so tough to ignite, and burns with a short, blue, and smokeless flame. So it's a flame without, like, blue flame without any smoke. Like blue flames are just cool, like without smoke, basically. Anthracite is categorized into several grades. Standard grade is used predominantly in power generation, and high grade HT, so HG, and UHG, ultra high grade, are used predominantly in the metallurgy sector. Anthracite accounts for about 1% of global coal reserves and is mined in only a few countries around the world. So chemically treated mixture of both pressed wood and anthracite to the locomotive's boiler, and chooses a location with a straight section of track. So with a straight section of track long enough to achieve 88 miles an hour. Now we got the term gigawatts. The power required is pronounced in the form as 1.21 gigawatts, with a gigawatt referring to 1 billion watts. The spelling of gigawatts is used in the script. It was also the spelling used in the closed captioning in earlier home video versions of the film. However, the correct spelling is gigawatts. Although rarely used. Wait. Say later versions. Although rarely used, the J sound at the beginning of the essay. Prefix gigawatts. So 1.21 gigawatts is an acceptable pronunciation. Later versions of closed captioning, such as in the 2020 DVD trilogy release, have corrected the spelling to gigawatts. In the DVD commentary for Back to the Future, Bob Gale states that he had thought it was pronounced this way because it was how a scientific advisor for the film pronounced it. The gigawatts spelling is used by Alan Dean Foster in the novelizations of the second, so both the second and third films. So second and third films. So Alan Dean Foster, born November 18th, 1946, is an American writer of both fantasy and science fiction. He has written down several book series, more than 20 standalone novels, and many novelizations of film scripts. Born November 18th, 1946, in New York City, age 77. The gigawatts spelling is used by Alan Dean Foster in the novelizations of both the second and third films. Okay, so that's gonna wrap it up today. For my equipment of the car, so I'm not gonna do it right now just because I'm tired right now and I gotta head off to bed, so it's over 11:30. Wow. So by the time I'm gonna upload this, you guys probably gonna see it the next day in like over 20 minutes probably until the next day. So probably on June 9th, you probably see the video, but I'll put down the date of when I got the video done. So I'll put down the date of when I got the video done, and you will see part 2 of this Back to the Future video. So yeah, my next Back to the Future video will be about the equipment. So equipment of the car. So yeah, you'll see it in the next video. Don't worry. So that'll be it. So if you guys like this video, like it, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think. Hit the notification bell and hit all. So hit all so you are alerted of when I make new uploads. Alright. So that'll be it. I will see you guys soon in the next video. But until then, stay safe. Have a great evening and have a great day tomorrow morning as well. So have a great day tomorrow morning. And I will see you guys soon in the next video. So take care, folks. I will see you guys soon in the next video. So I'll see you soon. But until then, stay safe. Have a great evening. And I'll see you guys soon in the next video. So I gotta go. So take care, folks. I'll see you guys soon. Good night.